good.
Yeah, thank you very much. But don't worry, Michael and Bruce Buffer, your jobs are safe. I'm never going to be a ring announcer. 6:01 here on your finally Friday morning, St. Patrick's Day weekend. Jason and Alicia here with you.
Yeah, you're definitely going to have to bundle up if you have any plans to be outdoors this weekend, John. We are so spoiled with the warm weather we've had the last few weeks.
I know. I think I said that twice. Kiddos, so if we are going to wear one last day without the big coats, I think this weekend you probably need more of an actual coat. Sweaters are going to do today. Sweatshirts would be fine. It is 30s in the morning, but low 50s by recess or after school activities. 32 in St. Cloud, 30 in International Falls, 35 in the Twin Cities for that temperature. So yes, it's mild for this time of the year, but for us, it's actually much colder. I mean, yesterday was 14 degrees warmer than it is out there. So I think the first thing you're going to notice is a little chill on the air as you're getting out the door. A lot more sunshine, getting up into the low 50s. Northwest winds at around 10 to 15 miles per hour. Great day. We'll track that cool down in your forecast.
Within the last 10 minutes, a crash popping up in Bloomington. This is 35W northbound. You can see a white car here kind of veering off onto the side of the road into this grassy area. No authorities or tow trucks on scene as of now, but you also see a car over here with its hazards on. Not sure if that's related, but I'll be keeping my eye on this as it progresses throughout the morning. Otherwise, nothing else to slow you down if you're heading out the door trying to grab that cup of joe. Jason.
All right, Cece, thank you. We are following breaking news here as you wake up this morning. Massive storms across the Midwest, killing at least 2 people in Ohio.
There's also dozens of people hurt. Michelle is at the live desk with some brand new information. Good morning, Michelle.
Yeah, good morning to you guys. This is certainly widespread evidence of that right here across the Midwest. As this story develops throughout the morning, here's what we know so far. So again, in these red and white funnels, these are the confirmed touchdowns of the tornadoes. Again, all the confirmed ones across Ohio. We're seeing Indiana as well. Weather experts working to confirm other tornado touchdowns in different states. So let's start in Ohio, where 2 people have died in a possible tornado hitting a mobile home park. That's in Logan County. The sheriff there calling the damage unbelievable. In Mercer County, people are waking up to the devastation of property belonging to their neighbors and themselves.
There's just a lot of damage, so it definitely looks like it was a tornado that went through because it's just scattered everywhere.
And here's a look at one storm in action. This is a large funnel cloud captured overnight in Winchester, Indiana. Thousands across the state there waking up without power. Destruction is left behind all over Indiana. Officials there are saying half the structures in Selma were damaged. 1 person taken to the hospital. Again, this is a very rapidly developing situation as there are a lot of reports coming in from multiple states. I'll bring you the latest throughout the hour.
So many folks waking up to see extensive damage this morning. All right, Michelle, we'll check back soon. Thank you. We are also following breaking news out of St. Paul this morning where a man was found shot to death in a car.
We just heard from police in the last 2 hours. So here is what we know so far. Just after 11 last night, police pulled over a damaged vehicle driving erratically near Minnehaha Avenue and Frank Street. Inside the vehicle, they found a man shot. He did not survive. Police believe the vehicle is connected to a crash on Wilson Avenue, where officers were heading to for reports of gunshots. Also developing this morning, we now know who allegedly bought the guns used to kill 3 Burnsville responders last month. The charges were filed in the last 24 hours against the shooter's live-in girlfriend.
This morning, Ashley Deardahl is free with conditions while awaiting trial. This video from 15 hours ago of her leaving the federal courthouse where she made her first appearance. She's facing 11 federal charges, including straw purchasing of firearms, which means buying guns for someone who you know is not legally allowed to have them. The indictment says Deardahl bought 5 guns for Gooden, including the 2 AR-15 style rifles used to murder the 3 first responders, and ammunition known to be especially lethal.
Deardahl repeatedly visited gun stores at Gooden's direction and purchased or picked up the specific firearms he chose. Deardahl warned Gooden in a text message about their illegal gun purchases and cautioned him to be careful about what they were doing.
Prosecutors say Deardahl tried to help Gooden get his firearm rights restored in 2020, writing him a character reference letter saying he needed guns to protect his home. The charges carry up to 15 years in prison.
We have new details this morning about the Oakdale police officer who returned fire during a standoff Monday night. The BCA says Officer Andrew Dickman fired his handgun after a suspect shot at police while running into a home in Oakdale. Prosecutors say the suspect, 25-year-old Davion Malone, barricaded himself inside the residence, and shot at officers through a window. At one point, Malone allegedly fired 3 more shots at officers through the window of the home before officials were able to take him into custody.
Minnesota House GOP members are not happy this morning after Uber and Lyft are planning to leave Minneapolis next month. They're now planning to introduce an Uber-Lyft preemption bill on Monday. It stems from Minneapolis City Council's decision yesterday to override Mayor Frye's veto of a rideshare ordinance setting a minimum wage for drivers. Uber says it will leave the entire metro because it will be too expensive for customers. Republican lawmakers say the City Council's decision puts other Minnesotans at risk of losing rides, including vulnerable populations.
We use these services to help the disabled get around, and it provides better service to these individuals at a lower cost. And if they lose they lose freedom, they lose mobility.
Many, including Mayor Frye, are also worried Minnesota would see an increase in drunk driving if the apps aren't available.
10:06:07, St. Paul teachers officially have a new contract with the district. They ratified the deal just 1 week after coming to terms and avoiding a strike. The union says it includes a bump in pay for teachers and educational assistants, more money for health insurance, and also a cap on class sizes. The contract now goes to the district for final approval next week. And a history-making moment in St. Paul with Vice President Kamala Harris. Her stop at the Planned Parenthood clinic marks the first time a president or vice president visited an abortion clinic, according to her office. The VP said she wanted to highlight the work the DFL did to protect reproductive rights. Anti-abortion group Minnesota Citizens Concerned for Life said her visit is proof that, quote, the Biden administration is devoted to extreme abortion policies.
Social media giant is planning big routes here in the Twin Cities metro. In the last 24 hours, Governor Walz announced that Facebook and Instagram's parent company Meta will build an $800 million data center in Rosemount. It's being built on a section of Umore Park and expected to create about 1,000 construction jobs. On top of those jobs, there's about 100 permanent jobs coming into the facility once it's up and running. Meta says the data center will be used for AI workloads and to help people connect.
We are just 48 hours away from Selection Sunday, the kickoff to March Madness. Of course, it's when the 68 teams are announced.